up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good evening. It's nighttime. So I decided to include my daughter on the topic of conversation, and I really wanted to get someone else's views. Now, some of you probably are like, well, dude, she's gonna side with you. She's gonna follow after you because that's your daughter. Well, that's not true. I've taught my daughter how to have her own opinion in her own state. So, Johnny, this is what Dad did. Your dad posted a picture of Miss Shai Richards, and I said on the top of the picture, if stupid was a person. That's what I put. If stupid was a person. Simply symbolizing and saying that her decision that she did to smoke weed was stupid. And that was just, merely my opinion. So there were some that, some were in agreement, but some felt like I was judging her. So I guess my first question to you is, by the statement that you felt that your father made, do you feel like I was judging her?
No.
Okay. So what do you feel about her decision to, and now to be clear, I don't know if you know the whole gist of the story, but she said she did it because she was mourning the loss of her mother. And this was the reason she chose to smoke weed. So what do you feel? What is your take on her reasoning? And you gotta speak up, because they're gonna definitely say they can't hear you.
It's not like she's not a person.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can you say that a little louder? Can you speak up a
it's
little
not
louder?
like she's not a person or a human.
Mm-hmm.
It's her decision. It's just that it wasn't the right decision.
And let me ask you this: just from you saying what you said, and I'm not sure if everybody can hear us, but you said it wasn't the right decision. What makes it not the right decision?
Because she's a track star.
Because she's a track star. Is that because she knows the rules, or you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, because the rules definitely state that you can't have any controlled substance in your body. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, to me, that's why I said what I said, if stupid was a person, because she knew the rules being what they were, and she knew where she was. So I guess my statement ruffled a lot of people's feathers. So it upset some people because I said what I said. But I'm asking you, if you know the rules, and you intentionally break the rules, what kind of decision is that to you? And I just want your opinion.
It wasn't the right.
They can't hear you.
It's not the right one.
Okay, so what kind of decision would you, if I told you, hey, John A, in order for you to do X, Y, and Z, you got to do this, da 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 da, woo, woo, and these are the consequences if you don't do this. You can't do this, and it's all etched out to you. What? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It's a dumb decision.
I can't hear you.
It's a dumb decision.
You feel it's a dumb decision? Okay, so she's 18 years old, I believe, because some people on the post said that she was 18, and I had another person say that she was 21. So with her being 21 or 18, I still don't think it was a wise decision at all, knowing the consequences that could have happened and what was at stake. So I guess my question to you, and what I'm trying to get maybe from you, is just your viewpoint on it, your take on it, as you may be just knowing what's at stake and where she is as a person, as a young person, finna break multiple records. You know, the next FloJo, they call it a baby FloJo. As you know, FloJo was another Olympic black track star, and she has the ability to, you know, go behind her and break records and just become just this awesome person. And it's not to say that she's not a bad person now because she made a mistake. So I guess my question to you is, am I really judging her by saying that, or was I just stating, or do you feel? Let me say that. And I don't want you to feel coerced. I mean, if you don't feel it, if you feel I was wrong, just say, say what you feel. If you feel like, hey, Pops, you was wrong, you was out of order, because I clearly said on my post that it was an opinion, and it's still my opinion at the end of the day. It's not going to matter what John, Susie, Buck, Nuck, nobody says, because it's still my opinion. So I guess my question to you, because you know how I am, you know me personally. I would have said, if you done something, knowing the consequences, what would I have said to you? Stupid. And I wouldn't have called you stupid. I would have told you, hey, that was exactly my point. You know what I'm saying? So express to the people your personal, at 15, how old are you? 15 years old. You're a sophomore in high school, right? You're a volleyball player, right? So if you knew to play volleyball that you had to do this and complete this, and you could not do this, and you went on and did it anyway, and they told you you could not play, would they be wrong?
No, because I made the mistake.
You made the mistake, and it is a mistake, even though you're my child, and you knowingly made the mistake. As your father, I'm still going to tell you that was stupid. That was a stupid move. Why would you do that? I mean, because of our relationship, that's what I'm going to say. I mean, that's how my mouth is. So I guess what I'm asking for the people, and I'll try to bring this a little closer so they can hear you, because you refuse to speak up. So what do you feel, if anything, in regards to what she did? Do you think it was a altogether smart move, or do you think it was just not bright? Or, what's your view on it? Like, seriously, like, what is your honest take on it, for real?
It wasn't smart, but at the same time, people still judging her just because she's a track star. If she was a regular person, it would be totally different. But just because she's a track star, people's role model is different.
Okay, so is it safe to say, because she's in the limelight, that more is expected of her?
Yeah.
So what about the word accountability? Because here's what I'm saying. Here's my point. Here's where I'm coming from. If me being a pastor, a dad, a business owner, if I make the wrong decision and it costs me my business, or costs me my marriage, costs me my church or members, what would people do to me? Judge me, call me out, dog me out. You understand what I'm saying? And here's the thing. I'm not perfect. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm asking you is, at what point do we hold one another accountable for the actions? At what point do we stop saying, oh, well, she was 18, or she was a little girl, or da-da-da-da-da? At what point do we say, hey, you still have to be accountable for your actions. You know where you are. You know what goal you set out to do. So let's get it complete.
It doesn't matter if she was 18 or 21. She still knew that was the wrong decision to do. Because if she's a track star, she need her lungs. And then she's people's role model.
Okay. So irregardless to you, so your stand, and I don't, like I say, I don't want to, I'm not trying to coerce you. I just grabbed you on the fly. You were in the bathroom finna get ready for bed, right? Okay, so I don't want them to think that, oh, we prepped you, I prepped you, or anything like that. So your honest opinion of Miss Richardson's ordeal is what? Her being 3 years older than you.
Wasn't right, but it wasn't right. It was kind of stupid, but at the same time, people still shouldn't judge her on what she did. Like, that's her life.
Mm-hmm.
It's her mistakes. It's her decisions. She can do what she wants to, but...
Oh, okay, so let me ask you this. With her being in the limelight as she is, and her being a phenom, a track star, an incredible athlete, because I'm not taking anything away from her. I'm not taking anything away from her. What I'm saying is, with her being at the status that she's at, should she, in your opinion, and it's just your opinion, do you think that she should be held higher or regularly, or is she someone to be looked up to, or you know what I'm saying? What type of standard? Because preachers, fathers, mothers are held to a standard, right? So I'm asking you, as a dominating athlete yourself, who came into the game 2 years ago, learning the game and getting really good at the game, and people start to look at you and start to gravitate toward you and start to do things and follow you, young people, and you make a mistake at 15. Would you feel bad if you let them down? So, with you feeling bad, how would you go about changing?
I would try to fix it. Like, I don't know if you can fix the situation she's in, but if I did something, I would try to fix it and then make a speech on how to not do what
So
I
a
did.
PR moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so, okay, I mean, that's respectable. So, I mean, at 15 now, I did not prep you. Did I prep you in any way? This is your own opinion? Okay, so I'm asking for the public. With this being said, I wanted to come on and have a topic of conversation about it, because people are saying that I judged her for making the statement that I posted up above her picture. And I clearly stated on my post, if you don't like what I said, delete yourself. You and I both know I have 6 pages, and I'm not starving for friends. But I'm saying that in essence to, it's an opinion solely. It was not a judgment, because I didn't judge her. I didn't say, oh, well, she's going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? I just said, this is what stupid looks like if it was a person, because I feel, and I felt, and I still feel, even at 18, as an Olympic star, as to have all of what she has in front of her to achieve, and that I believe she's going to over-exceed. She don't. Like, we both know she's cold. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't feel like the decision she made was a great decision. So what I'm saying to you is, I still feel the same way. I feel that the move that she made, even in losing the loss, mourning, in her mourning situation, because everybody mourns differently. Because I told them about your brother. I lost my son. My son was killed. I didn't lose him. They took my son, your brother. They took your brother from you. And we kind of know what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Your grandmother is gone. Who you named after, your John, is gone. We all grieve differently. So what if, let me ask you a question as your father. If I had went out and retaliated for your brother's death, would I have been wrong? Would I have been justified? Would it have been okay for me to respond in the manner when I found out that they killed my son, your brother? would it have been wrong? Do you feel, is it the hatred in your heart because you lost your brother? Or from what you know from the teachings that we give here and the teachings that I give you as a father and your mom gives you as a mother, should I have retaliated? Would you have been mad, or would you have been upset with me had I retaliated and gone after the person who killed your brother? But would it have been right? But so it's safe to say that people let what they want to slide. You understand? So you know what I'm saying? So I use that example because I feel that people allow things to go if it accommodates them in that current situation. So if it's not anything dealing with what they're dealing with right now and is maybe dealing with someone else, oh, it's a big thing. But since you haven't, it hasn't hit home with you, so it didn't. You didn't lose your son. You know, you didn't lose your mama. You didn't lose your grandmama. So you can't really relate to what we feel. We lost loved ones. So I guess I'm asking to you, if I could have found the person who killed your brother, and I did something to him or her, how would you feel about me? Would that be stupid?
It's stupid, but
you wouldn't have cared because you felt like I took vengeance. But we teach what? Vengeance is mine, said the Lord, right? Okay, so we cool with that, and we know that even though if I had responded in that manner, if you there's a part of you that says it would have been okay, but then there's another part that says that that was stupid. Right, you know what I'm saying? So I guess to me, and the reason why I prompted this conversation